Love and Marriage Huntsville has made its great return back to television. And we are going to talk about it. Okay. So let's do just that. All right. Let's see. I believe Melody goes and sees Miss Tiffany. Tiffany has had a baby. Of course, they're having the conversation about Miss Kiki. Kiki was allegedly caught stealing out of Home Depot. Tiffany says she doesn't know if that aligns with her brand. And she needs to know, since Mel loves to disassociate herself with people that do ratchet things. Okay. Is this going to be a problem for her? How would she handle it? Tiffany, baby, if you don't like it, as Mel said, you ain't got to be around her, but you high key could just leave the show. If it's bothering you that much, go on, girl, go home. Like, that's what you can do, in my opinion. So, what are your thoughts about
I
Miss?
love okay, so whenever you started out, you said that Tiffany didn't like that for her brand. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I feel two ways. Number one, I like that Tiffany is asking Mel about this directly because Mel really don't be associated with this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, on the flip side, I can't stand the way she going about it because the way she posed the question was our brands. And it seemed like she wanted to other Kiki. Then hopped your ass in the
Absolutely.
confessional and said, how are you gonna be new and also be mixed up in some stuff? And to me, I was thinking, new to what? Like she from Huntsville, other side of the tracks. What you talking about, right?
Right. Other side of
So
the track.
so when she said that, it was given like, oh, okay, you want to create some sort of like rite of passage. You want Kiki to prove herself to you because you feel
Mm.
like you weren't worthy of being in the group with the people, the comeback group. So this episode, I just really, we gonna get to it, but I really felt some type of way about the way that people decided to try to other Kiki in order to make themselves feel better. And I think that's what Tiffany was doing in this scene. So she should take Mel's advice. And if you don't fool with her, just don't fool with her.
Period.
Tiffany, can you please not make an asshole out of me? And when I say that, I mean when I defend you to Marceau, please don't turn around and make an asshole out of me and act like a damn Karen. Because you was acting like a full blown Karen about this Kiki situation. And I like the way Mel handled you. Okay? Because ultimately, I don't know what brand you think you have besides, those Walmart dresses you like to wear. Um, it's no shade,
And
but
the Charming
Tiffany,
Charlie necklaces. Charming
child,
Charlie ain't even open no more.
Mm.
girl, it's given. I bought all of it on wholesale before they closed,
Yes.
and the
Sam
matching.
Moon.
Okay, the
Chunk, chunk,
matching
chunk, 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 chunk.
little matching bag. Okay,
And the bangles.
listen. Okay, and then another thing, I didn't like the way she was breastfeeding the baby during the scene because I felt like it was manipulative. Like, I'm about
Mm-hmm.
to be super duper messy and judge this woman for possibly being, on drugs while
Mm-hmm.
my baby's on my titty so that everybody can be like, we might hate Tiffany, but oh, cute baby. Like, I
Um,
feel like she was trying to give you, like, I'm about to say something fucked up, so I'm gonna make sure the baby is here. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can feel like this is coming from a good place and not the fucked up place it's really coming from. Um, it made me not like her. I ain't gonna lie, cause I also heard that you're the person that put the shit out on social media for everybody to see
oh,
beforehand. That's what I heard, and I feel like
No.
that's what I heard. I could be wrong, but people were saying that when that shit first came out, they were saying Tiffany put it out,
you know, you be
to
hearing a
social
lot
media.
in these Love and Marriage Huntsville streets because
Yeah,
they be
cause y'all.
talking.
Listen, I'm about to say they swear that Kiki didn't do it, and the shit looked like Kiki did it to me.
That's what I was thinking. Am I tripping? Like, where is this proof? Where's the proof that y'all are referencing?
I
I
don't
think I
know,
made
but
a
I
post
remember
asking for it.
I don't know if there's any proof, but what I will say is just that at the end of the video, the end of the show going off, they did put up a screen saying that Kiki has yet to be charged for anything. Now, I don't know if she did it or not. I just know that they said she has not been charged yet.
And I
So,
never remember her son being a part of it originally either. Maybe I'm
I
tripping.
remember that. I remember
Okay.
her. Yeah, I remember them saying her kids. I don't know if it was a little. I think it was a little boy. Yeah, because they said that he kept the lock.
He kept a lot, but he gave everything else back.
Right.
So you really
mm,
didn't steal anything. That's probably why they dropped it.
That's exactly what
uh,
I said. That's why it was
I didn't
dropped, and
think
the
about
lock
that.
wasn't worth nothing. So that don't mean she didn't do it.
It was given tweaking though. She looked like a tweaker in the video, and she like a tweaker up there talking to Mel.
And
And I bet that was her car.
seen.
That was her car. They know her car that was about to hit them 2 cars leaving the parking lot in a rush. So I'm like, come on now. Now, I would have talked about it. Don't get me wrong. That's some shit that I would have really talked about in real life. But I understand why Mel shut it down. Because I didn't like how Tiffany was trying to other her. And also, you don't want to say nothing that's going to incriminate her. Like, yeah, it did look like her. You know what I mean?
Right. I liked how Mel just sat there and listened to Tiffany Miss said. Just sat there and listened to her.
She said,
Why
"This
y'all saying there's
girl."
no proof? Why y'all saying that there's no proof if there's video footage of her car being like out of the parking lot? There's video of her on surveillance camera in the store, and the son apparently had the lock. Why do y'all keep saying there's no evidence?
I mean, she didn't. If she didn't actually steal anything, then of course there's no evidence. If she put the stuff back like they said.
Oh, I mean, okay, but
when did it go back though? When did she put it back after her?
Somebody in the episode said that. Somebody in the episode said that she put everything back, or I don't know if they said she was confronted. I don't know how it happened. She put everything back, but told the little boy to keep the lock, and that's the only thing they left with.
That is some weird stuff, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
What could you possibly have went to? And then that's just weird to me. What would you need to steal out of damn Home Depot and then having your child up there too to take a damn lock?
You
Out of
know
all
what killed
places.
me though is when Tisha's ass
I'm
said,
confused.
"Well, they had $1,000 warrant out for her arrest," and it's like, girl, what's the $1,000? $1,000 reward? What is that? Be for real. And then you gonna say she didn't even steal $1,000 worth of stuff. Honestly, stop. Probably $2 worth of stuff, which is why she was not charged with anything. And then Tisha gonna go and say, "Oh, well, you know, they have to go get stuff for the drug dealers sometimes."
Yeah, that was
Like,
my
how
thing.
you know she didn't need shit for her house? Like, she could have just been stealing the shit.
I've never heard of that either. I just want to say,
like
I've
that.
never heard of that.
Me
The
either.
shit-
I was like, am I tripping? Maybe something I don't know.
No, I've
The
never heard
shit
of
that
that.
Tisha doing makes me
And
think
I know
that
drug dealers. I've never heard of that.
I may be okay with when Tiffany go in on her. I'm not Tiffany, but when Kiki started letting out tea on her.
Yeah.
Just off of that little initial scene where you trying to bring up the fact that your cousin may be working for a drug dealer or something. I was just like, oh my God.
And she said that, well, you know, she's going to have to deal with that on her own. I ain't like that shit neither. Because I was
That
like,
part
bitch,
ran
when
me
were you
hot.
helping Kiki? Girl, when was you helping Kiki?
She said, I'm removing myself. She gonna have to do the work on her own. As though Kiki was living with you, having night sweats at your house till she got clean.
Exactly.
You know, like she didn't have a husband to depend on. Like, what? Why are you acting like you did so much to Kiki? I mean, for her. It is very much given. This is what happens when you cross me. This is what happens when I start fucking with you.
Because Tisha has always felt that way when it came to their relationship. I feel like she has always felt that way. Didn't like Tisha get accepted to A&M first or something like that? Or Tisha had got a scholarship or something and told old girl
second,
Kiki
right.
about it?
Yeah, it was second. That's what I thought. Kiki was accepted first. She didn't know nothing about the scholarship until Kiki had applied. And then Tisha decided to go there.
Got you. Okay.
It's given she's single black female Jew, and then you got on drugs or some shit. I don't know.
Oh no.
I mean,
she's doing better than you now.
Right.
At least she got a house.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I meant Kiki. Ha.
Oh, you saw the confusion.
Yeah, no, I thought y'all meant and she's doing better, like, you know, haha. But no, confusion, my bad. But yeah, I feel like don't Kiki and them have a house? Because you know, they still over there living in an apartment because they're renovating another apartment. I don't know what's going on with them people. It's giving scammers.
Did y'all hear the theory on that?
Well, what's the theory?
I can't remember who left the comment. I think it was Gwen. Whatever. Shout out to Gwen. But anyway, she said that people are saying that Tisha and Marceau are separated, and that's why they're doing renovations on the temporary house while also having an apartment. So they're living separately.
So Marceau and Tisha are living separately as he wanted?
I guess that's the rumor is that they're actually like separated right now, and that's the because it doesn't make
Ooh, I
sense
believe this.
for them to be doing renovations on a home that's supposed to be the interim home before you get the 47 acres. It don't make sense. So when they said that, I was like, "Ooh, you not lying."
Yikes. No, sweetheart, I'm from Alabama. Um, what else?
What was the point of that comment anyway?
I don't know because I think they had asked earlier on in the chat, like, "Jamie from Florida," when we were talking about Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Okay.
Um, and they probably just bringing it back. Courtney talking to Marceau. Um, I don't know how necessary this conversation really was because Marceau really feels like he was attacked by Stormy. And I do understand that Stormy was given a lot of energy. It was given a little bit of a misplaced because she was stressed out. But at the same time, Marceau, baby, it's giving scammer. And you went over there to antagonize that lady a bit, is what you went and did. And you got exactly what it was that you got. So that's on you. And Courtney, baby, you don't have to flex. You have enough acres while they're over there switching between homes to flex. Like you didn't have to pay $100 to nobody. But that was nice to pay that to the server. But you didn't have to Marcel know what you're working with. That's why he asked y'all for it to begin with.
That
Uh
server picked that money up so fast.
she did. She was like, "Let me get all of this. Thank you. I'm gonna need it
She
because Marcel
did.
don't pay shit. Why he over there asking y'all for
Thank
100?
you.
I'm still
Because she
waiting on
was scared
mine.
he was going to take the shit off the table. She hurry up and
Yeah.
get it before he could.
I was surprised she picked it up that quick. It wasn't like, is he for real? It was,
She had to reach over something to her.
let me do it. Let me grab this before he changes his mind real quick.
Hurry up, okay? He's talking about you keep that, you keep that. I'm like, I wouldn't even went over there talking to Marceau unnecessary stuff, and you tell him to stay out of women's business, and he trying to throw a shot at you about your women's hair product business that's making more money than what he got going on.
Right.
Girl, Marceau was just a little irritating. It was the fact that he felt like he was attacked for me.
He don't really feel like
He
he was attacked.
always
That's
feels
some
that.
bullshit. That's some bullshit. He don't really feel like that. That's just because he doesn't never want to be held accountable. To me, this is the moment that I love.
Truth.
When Courtney got up, Courtney hit him on the chest with 2 fingers.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, when he got up and he right before he started
Oh,
counting that
before he
money
pulled the
off,
money out.
yeah, he tapped him on the chest. And if you know anything about the way niggas that don't want to fight but trying to let somebody know they'll fight them, that chest tap. I don't know what that's about, but they'll because it's
Like, let me
given.
just touch you to let you
Yeah,
know
like
I ain't afraid to make contact.
exactly. And I feel like that's what Courtney was doing, and Marceau stayed seated, which made me feel like you don't want it with him, just like
He
Stormy
knew that.
said.
He did
He knew
not
that.
want. You could tell he didn't want it with him. He was
Mm-mm.
playing dumb and trying to keep it light and laugh the whole time and be like a funny asshole. But this is the type of interaction that I would have wanted from Big Lou. I
You
don't
said that,
feel Big
yeah.
Lou
Mm.
was up against the three M's. That's the energy he should have had for his wife. But you
Yeah.
could tell Big Lou wants to be liked. The other thing that blew my mind was Marceau said to Courtney, "You can't be that much of a protector, man." That was his way of trying to say, like, we're men. We shouldn't be beefing. Like, I know that's your wife, but we're men. We have a brotherhood. And that was also his way of telling us that he would never go to bat for his wife the same way Courtney did because he don't give a fuck. So yeah, that whole scene to me was everything. Just because I know people trying to make it seem like Courtney and Stormy doing the most, but nah, they calling a thing, and
Absolutely.
he don't have to come up to her and call her a bitch to be disrespectful. Go ahead and check that energy at the door, and that's
Yes.
what Big Lou should have done,
Mm.
which is why they gonna keep playing
Absolutely.
in the Whitlow's faces.
I'm telling you, the way Courtney was calling him out at every turn, he was like, I feel like you just don't like women. I feel like you always got an issue with women and you need to stay in Marceau's business and stay out of women's business. Like he was
Mm.
like basically calling him a bitch without calling him a bitch. I wish you would have just called him a bitch, but that was a nice classy based way of saying it. But yeah, I'm glad that Courtney gave him that energy, and I would like to see the next time Marceau tries him like that. If you know, because Marceau and his big hips, you think you're gonna do something, go ahead and try that shit again and see what happened.
Child, ain't that
I
something?
would love to see Courtney call his bitch ass down to the house and fight him on their grass or something like that. On all my laker, on my acreage, and beat your ass all over this acreage.
Yeah.
Look, Martell.
Ugh, tragic.
And Chris Fletcher. Martell need a house, right? And he was supposed to been the hell out them folks' house. And it seems like he's trying to blame Chris Fletcher for not finding him another damn home. I'm confused. See, this is my thing. I feel like this is a scheme that y'all set up to come to us with the bush for the show. Martell, baby. First of all, Sheree won't let you stay in the basement. But outside of that,
That's what I was thinking.
as much as your mama be on, I was gonna say riding, as much as your mama supports you, as much as your mama be riding for you, you can't go stay over there with your mama.
Mm-hmm.
In between time, at least until you talking about you done found you. First of all, why would you give Chris Fletcher the 3rd degree only to turn around and say that you found a home? And you just need a little time, like at least 90 days. And then Chris say, nah, just a few weeks. You can't go stay with your mama for that small amount of time.
Manipulation. And he done already probably fucked up the situation with Marlene by trying to force her to watch them kids all the time. Like she told him she wasn't going to do. She told him, listen, I done took care of my kids. I'm not taking care of no more kids. And he still decided because she's there, he was going to try to use her. And she told him, no. Okay, so now the situation with Chris kind of had me thinking about it, like, Chris, why are you still friends with this nigga? Why don't you want to take sides?
I was thinking. Drop this man.
Please stop. Like, whatever he got on you, bruh, just let it be whatever it is. I don't know what, like, please, just,
he
like.
definitely got something on him because, why?
Like, and then the way he was talking to this man, like, first of all, he was manipulating him the whole time. I feel like there are men who love to, like, make people upset. They like to bother people. They like to get their cortisol levels all high and shit. And that's what I think he was doing to Chris. Like, giving him a hard time on purpose because you mad because you got to get up out of these people's house. And then it sounded like you wanted him to find another situation for you to squat. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving you're squatting. And then you already called them people to the courthouse and they told you they didn't want to be involved in that shit. And you called them down there anyway.
And that's what I want to talk about. It was just like this person said, shout out to Eases for the super chat. Martell tried to Jedi mind trick Chris by saying as my friend, but didn't work. Thank you for the super chat. I agree. Mm-hmm. But did you catch how he tried to manipulate that man real quick by talking about how when Chris said, listen, we weren't going to choose sides, and Martell says that he only subpoenaed them for them to tell the truth, whether it's on his side or Melody's side. And I said, why would you, like, why are you lying to this man's face? Why are you playing on this man's top when you know the real reason you subpoenaed them was so they'll advocate for your stupid ass? And then now you're over here trying to say something different for the cameras. Yeah. Chris,
and I think he didn't want to tell them in advance, for one, because he knew they was going to say no. And for two, he was hoping that once they got there, they would feel pressured to speak on his behalf. Like, well, obviously this is what he got me here for. This is what I got to say. But they didn't do that. I also hate how this man tried to use his kids to manipulate the situation. Like, his kids not in 2-parent households. You know what I mean? Like, your kids have somewhere to go. So if you homeless, your kid's not homeless. It was just the most bummiest energy ever. And it was comical as fuck. I hope that Mel had her a nice glass of wine. I know she probably didn't watch the episode, but I know when her friends was texting her, it hadn't been a couple weeks probably since the court case had come to an end, and this man ain't got no place to stay, but you think you gonna get full custody? What?
I was wondering about that. I was like, how could you even, like, you really was trying to get custody of 4 fucking kids and you don't even have a place to live? Like, the not thinking ahead thing is insane. Like, why didn't Mel ever get, like, you don't have anywhere to live, Martell. How are you gonna take the kids? Where are they gonna sleep, Martell? Like, child, when Super was Lou, where she gonna sleep, Lou?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild. Thank you, Gwen.
And the whoever that judge was, that low key sided with him in what she was saying, talking about, it seems as if the mother is the one that doesn't have the children's best interests at heart because Mel didn't want to give her phone number to stalking ass Martell. I was just like, so this man didn't have a real place to stay, no real solid income coming in for real. And besides the show, which I'm sure is good enough, but for 4 kids, and you 5. Really was 5. You right with
Mhm.
Ariana's baby. And you really was like out here advocating for him. Like you had to be a pick me that wanted the dick. And I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor that Martell was fucking one of the producers, which is another reason
Ooh.
why some things, might have, played out the way that they did. Because it did feel like they were favoring him at one point, especially with the edit. So we didn't know whether that was Carlos or it could be Carlos and somebody else. But I did hear that Martell was messing with one of the producers. So there's that.
Shy. Thank you, Gwen, for the super chat. If someone is selling their home by law, they're only required to give you 30 days notice despite your lease. He should have been out. He's using the kids to manipulate Chris along with his friendship. It is.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the super chat.
And it made me wonder, like, is that Chris's friend's house or something? Because it almost sounded like Chris, like, what did he expect Chris to do to be able to extend that? It sounded like maybe this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Martell's credit is fucked up since they talked about it in previous seasons. And he got into that house without a credit check by somebody who knew somebody. And now he don't want to leave and he's not going to get approved to be able to stay nowhere else because he's acting like he can't just go get an apartment. Like there's places for you to stay, but you probably won't get approved, which is why your mind automatically went to hotel.
Anthony Lofties, what you talking about?
What happened?
He said you might be talking about Marcus. And I'm like, who? The person who told me just said a producer. They didn't say who or if it was a, female or male. So I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, when he said Marcus, I'm over here thinking about male brother. I'm like, male brother smashing the producer, whatever. Like, I'm confused, but I guess the producer
when he said
name
Marcus,
is Marcus.
I was thinking like Marvin. Like they said that Todd was Marvin. I was like, not Martell being Marcus.
I was wondering when Bondi said the producer too. The other thought is, was that the person that came to that's gonna come on a Texas trip or something?
Oh no, I think that's Ariane. I think that's Gatum out herself.
Oh, you think she's
Yes, I saw the ponytail. That looked like her.
Oh my!
Y'all didn't see the footage? Like the little
no.
There's a trailer that they put out, and it was like a camera in the hallway with him walking with the girl in her bag, and the skin tone and the ponytail. It looked like Ariane, and to me, it feels like they were trying to get Ariane on the show in that way. Oh wait, no, they said there's a producer named Marcus.
No, they said not the producer. Oh,
no.
Marcus
Burns.
No,
not the producer. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Child, I don't know. Who knows, child? There's so much shit going on with this show that doesn't actually show up on the show. And so many people talk shit and investigate them behind the scenes. We don't know what the hell going on.
Oh, he is the producer. I just looked him up. He's co-EP. He got a LinkedIn channel page. Interesting.
Child, this is some interesting shit here, honey. Well, let's keep going. This is some messy shit. Girl, Kimmy and Maurice.
Way lighter.
Okay. Miss Kimmy happens to be cancer free at this time. And they start talking about I was finna say Marceau. Yeah, Marceau. They start talking about Marceau and start talking about Stormy and the whole Black Expo and everything and how he pretty much played them. Because why the hell is Maurice not paying $100 when it was understood that they weren't going to be paying anything, especially for their services? Then come to find out, everybody didn't even pay. The first few vendors that were there, they didn't pay until the other folks came later. Then they start charging. What the hell was that about? Why is y'all charging people? Because now y'all seeing this more people and Marceau is seeing how he could get a profit. But my thing is this, why go over to Stormy to begin with? Because she was like one of the first vendors there and asked this lady for $100 if you didn't start asking people for money until later on. So that's where the scamming comes in at with Marceau. You be out here trying to finesse and stuff, and I don't like that. Then you got Kimmy over there talking about her libido and all this other stuff. Thank you, MCV, for the super sticker. She's over there talking about the libido being low. Here go
Clown.
Maurice, still talking about some. Oh, it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, as though this lady's body hasn't been through all kind of different changes dealing with cancer over the past few months, and you think she's supposed to snap back. And that's the crazy thing. You thought she was supposed to snap back or be as normal as she could possibly be while she's going through what she was going through, and then now that she's on the other side of it, you think it's supposed to just click like that? Absolutely not. He was very annoying. Very annoying. And I'm just like, girl, but you're gonna continue to deal with him because that's just how you is, and you don't want to be lonely out here in these streets. I don't know, girl. I don't know. You might have to get that man some passes or something and just let him go on out there, and just, if you're gonna stick around, just get comfortable with him doing whatever he's gonna do.
I'm about to say, like, I don't know why
I
this is
think
even
he
still a
gonna do that.
conversation.
Right. Why?
Why are we still talking about this? Like, you can
Mhm.
only do what you can do. I low key feel like this is the only thing that y'all have going on. People bit on it, and now you're making it even more of an issue. When ultimately, Kimmy, if you want to have unsatisfying sex with that Mickey Mouse looking ass nigga, that's your problem, and nobody really cares anymore. Because honestly, we can't be more upset for you than you are. For you to say he's borderline being an a-hole, ma'am.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
I actually thought about it. I forgot. I know why we still talking about it. We still talking about it because Kimmy wants to give him the opportunity to clean up what he said. And I feel like that's what she got mad at him about in that
Mhm.
scene where she tried to make it seem like they was on the same page. Like, hey, we're gonna get this sex thing back on track. I'm gonna get my Yanni going. What you think about that? And he still made a way to sound like an asshole. And I feel like she got mad because he didn't take the bait. She came on the show. This is the thing. She's just as clowny as Tisha, but she don't like to appear that way. And it worked for the longest up until
Yeah.
this last season. And now that he not helping her, maintain this image of seeming like she's well balanced, like mentally mature, in all areas. I'm sure in some areas she is, but what I'm saying, girl, woman, okay. What I'm seeing is the clowniest shit ever. So at this point, I can't even really think about what Maurice is saying. I'm just thinking about the fact that you keep bringing this to us, Kimmy. Stop talking
Mhm.
about your sex life and your shortcomings in the bedroom. I don't want to hear about it because you look like a clown every time. Your husband is not going to ever be on the same page as you to make it seem like y'all are aligned and that y'all both have a desire to have sex. Like, it's just not working. And he continues to make you look more like a clown. So let's just stop talking about it, Kimmy. If it's another episode where this shit go down, like, I will probably throw something at my TV.
Mm. Anything else? I feel like that's all we have for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Is there anything else for Love and Marriage I was going to say
Huntsville.
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 Huntsville. Um, the only other thing that what? Oh, the preview to the season. That's what I was gonna say. I saw some people saying that they think the person was too light to be Ariane, and I don't think so. I don't think so. I really do think that it's Ariane he's bringing in that house because I really think that they wanted to try to get her on the show. I did.
Mm.
And I feel like Mel at this point probably doesn't want the show to fail. So even though she may not be willing to have that girl on the show, Martell might be willing to play just to see.
Mm. Thank you, Gwen, for the
But
super chat. Go ahead,
it
Bonnie.
also she looked very thin too, so that's another thinner because the Belinda lady is a little thick, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
buddy and hippie and shit. But Ariane is a little bit slimmer.
Slim.
It
Mm-hmm.
looked like her to me. I wish because there's an actual clip that showed her walking across the thing. Why do y'all think it's not her? I want to know because they really like saying no, it's not her. Now I
I
don't think it's
wonder.
not her. Like, why do y'all think it's not her? Because it looked like her to me.
Let me do this one real quick. This gives storyline for me. Mel says he was the most irrelevant one on the show, and this gives his boring as some shine, even if it's negative shine. Thank you,
True.
Gwen, for the super chat. I don't know. See, I'm wondering. I'm gonna go and watch the footage myself to see what it looks like. But I feel like if it's Arian, I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like that's probably the only person he would feel comfortable enough bringing around that group. Because let's be honest, everybody know who the hell she is. So we will have to wait and see. It just might be her. Okay, y'all say. Oh, did you send it to the group, Bondi? Let me see.
You muted, Bondi.
My bad. Thanks. I'm about to send it to you right now. I'm sending it. This is the video. I'm putting
So
it
we
in the
can
chat.
examine, guys.
Y'all tell me. There's
I'm
a
not trying.
picture and in a video.
Okay. All right. A
Definitely
picture
not
and a
her.
video.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. So I don't know. That kind of that could
The
be her.
ponytail is giving her. The
Let me
ponytail
hit.
definitely is.
Hold
Listen,
on.
I
Let me
don't know.
save
I'm
that.
just saying what it looked like. But if
Let me
y'all
see the
say it's
video.
definitely not her and y'all know
I
for a
want.
fact that it's not her, cool.
Let me. I'm trying to get to that part of the video so we could check it out.
Yeah, what part? Okay. It's
What's
like three. It's 3:15 or
thanks?
3 minutes.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Three. So we'll start at the 3 minute mark. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here, and then we about to put it up on the screen so we can see.
It's gonna be
Uh oh.
like 10 seconds of other stuff, but yeah.
I'm about to
Okay,
look
let me
up this
make that
Sharnita
big.
girl. Hold up. Let me look up Sharnita.
All right, let's see. Sharnita.
That's what they saying
I'm gonna
who
try
who
to
who the girl
pause it.
must be.
I
Oh, hold
don't
up.
know. That
She's looking a little brighter.
Okay.
I don't know now, cause Nisi, you look brighter too, in certain light. You know what I'm saying? Different light, like you get
Yeah.
brighter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That's what I'm thinking about her. Like
Keep playing it. Cause
it
there's one
could
when
look
she's
like it's
walking
another one.
across, and that's a
Okay,
real good shot.
this one here. Oh,
No, no, no. After this.
okay.
He running.
Holding the
Then
dick.
right there.
Oh, this is not Ariane.
Okay, cool.
It looking down like in the hip area.
Mm,
That's
I don't
not
know.
her.
Okay.
Let me go back. Let me go. Let's just be sure because you
The
never know.
ponytail, the ponytail was throwing me off. Cause it just looked
It's
like
usually a bun.
Correct, correct.
she
She
be
never
wearing
wears her hair
ponytails
like
too.
that.
She be wearing ponytails too.
I'm used to seeing
No,
that
I
top
think this
bun.
somebody else. This giving assistant that I'm smashing
You
now.
know what? It's for me. I feel like it's
Yeah,
giving
that ain't her.
Ariane just because she
Okay.
know what she came there to do. That hair already pulled back.
Who is the
Ah,
sharp? Who is the sharp person though?
that's what he's saying. Sharnita.
Not y'all talking about is she by she in?
Who is Sharnita,
Absolutely
y'all?
not.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Marie,
There we go.
for the super chat. Martell is dating a chick here in Houston named Sharnita. She's actually friends with Joe Budden's girl that looked like
Sharnita.
her. Thank you so much for the super chat and the piece of tea.
I'm about to say I'm looking up right now. Tell me. Cause
Thank you, Gwen, for the super chat. One last thing, Tisha showing the kids' room and then saying, "I'm in here at the new house." To me, implies her and Marcel ain't together. Listen, because I was confused, girl. I said, "Wait, you in here as in the kitchen? Where the hell is y'all room at?" You just told Kimmy it's a 3-2. So if it's a 3-2, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Where's your room at? Yikes! Thank you so much for the super chat. Girl, there's some messy stuff, and it sounds just. I feel like that's exactly what Tisha Know would do,
Yeah.
subtly separate, make it look like it's something for the show, so
Yep.
people don't got to be all in their business and they can avoid some of the judgment that Mel and Martell may haven't gotten with their divorce and stuff. But we
Absolutely.
see you. We see y'all, girl. Not that we wishing y'all break up. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. We just let you know that we see you. Can somebody send me Sharnita in the DMs?
Please.
cause I'm tired of looking.
Y'all be having more tea than me. I didn't kind of fell off.
I don't
Yeah,
care
it's too much to
anymore.
keep up with.
Yes, absolutely. It's
Can't even watch the
exhausting.
episode and review it without the some facts coming. Like, damn, y'all gonna have to give me the cliff notes after the episode of what's going on outside of the episode before I even do my review.
Right, y'all know a lot about Sharnita. Send us some information since y'all know.
Yeah, send that over.
Thank you.
Okay, well, girl. Anyways, is there anything else with Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Tisha, please leave Marceau. You're embarrassing yourself. I heard you're not going to, and you're really like a little slow. So you're not gonna leave him. You're just gonna stay and look dumb. And then turn into an old lady that's gonna be a little slow and look dumb. Girl, I guess. Have fun.
Mm-mm. Well, good luck.